Hornsby Farms and the Halfway Homestead.
Hey everyone, welcome in, welcome in. It is Monday night. I'm gonna wait for YouTube to kind of send out all the notifications that it sends out because it's been 2 weeks since I've gone live because of the holiday weekend and I was having internet trouble. Y'all know how it is. I usually always have internet trouble. It seems to be the bane of my existence is internet trouble. So, but we are back. It is September. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We have stuff about the Every Bit Counts challenge, plus the new challenge that I have put out there. So when you come in, when you get that notification and come on in the chat, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you leave a little comment. I'll pop it up on the screen just to show that you're here. And yeah, so let's talk August. Besides being super hot, August was super hot. I joined in on the Every Bit Counts challenge where you canned or preserved, dehydrated, froze something every day for the month of August. And I have to toot my own horn because I did it. Toot, toot. I've been doing it for 3 years now. It's a lot, y'all. Let me tell you, it's a lot. Doing something, even if it's little, it holds you to it. And I was worn out, canning wise, at the end of August. After doing all that, but one thing that I loved is seeing my pantry after I did this challenge. And I said that in the new challenge, which we'll talk more about it. I put out that I wanted to do a September challenge. I am in this swing of preserving now that I'm like, I have to continue. And I'm going to. I will continue if nobody else joins me on it. I mean, I'll be sad. But I know that for me and my homestead, if I stop the momentum now, I won't have all of my shelves done. And I'm pretty much canned out. Meaning that a lot of my jars, there's not many empty jars, if that makes sense. Now, when I was at the homestead before, I had roughly around like 700 jars that were usually canned or dehydrated or something was in those jars, vacuum sealed, canned, whatever it was. When I moved and I had some issues on the moving, I ended up leaving like over 300 there. So now what I have is about 360 jars that I have left, and they are all either dehydrated, canned, there's sugar in it, flour, that kind of stuff. All of my jars are occupied, except about 30 quart jars. And that is the big thing that I want to talk about tonight is what I'm going to do with those quart jars. Mainly with quarts, I am soups, I am meats, or I am leftovers. It's those three. Not many much above that. Excuse me. I do. But I think I could do better with some meats. And that is my goal. So I basically had said on my last video, which if you've not seen it, go over to my channel, check it out. I said that I wanted to do a stock it up September or stock the shelf September. I'm putting the hashtag on the screen. And that is because I want to continue the momentum that I have from Every Bit Counts challenge and kind of move it into September to finish up those last couple of jars that I have. And over the winter, we go through a lot of soups. Well, soups and casseroles, I'll say, are the two things that are, and roasts, those three, that we use a lot of. Soups I can can, and a quart is usually for 2 people, so that's a really good, easy, convenient dinner. Casseroles, when I do like my chicken noodle casserole, which is what I'm known for, I used the canned chicken, so that is canned and ready to go, which is why I usually have a lot of canned chicken ready. Um, and leftovers is sometimes I make way too much and I can it so I can have it again. Spaghetti sauce with meat is one of them. Taco meat is another. I can make a buttload of taco meat and have leftover, and instead of putting it in a Tupperware and putting it in your fridge and having to use it within a week, you can go ahead and can it in your electric pressure canner, and then you can use it 1, 2, 3, 5 months down the line, you know? So, the leftovers is a big thing for this guy right here. So that is why Stock the Shelf September, I think, is so important because it will keep me on track to finish up those. I wish I could remember the exact number because I counted it the other day. I want to say it's like 34 quart jars that are empty still after every bit counts challenge. And I want to get those filled because again, we do eat a lot of soups, a lot of roasts, a lot of casseroles over the winter. And with roast y'all, I did last year, I had a couple of chuck roasts and I chunked them up into chunks and I put them into um, a quart jar with onions. Did I do carrots? Can't remember. And I canned them in a little bit of broth, and I just recently used them and poured them over some semolina noodles. It was so good because it's so tender from the pressure canning that the beef like shreds like chicken. It's great. So yeah, that is another reason why to can meats. So that's my goal of Stock It Up September is to get these last couple of jars done, filled, and ready to go because when it comes holiday season, and I like hit holiday season like November, I don't want to be doing a lot of stuff. There are some stuff that I still need to do. Every homesteader knows you still need to do certain things over the winter, but I want to slow down significantly. And I'm talking same thing besides canning. I want to have soaps done, candles done. I just literally want to sit and enjoy the homestead and cross stitch and enjoy a fire. That's all I want to do. So that's why I work so hard in August and September and even October. In October, y'all will see on my channel that I do a lot of soap making and candle making, and again, pre baking to get ready for the holiday season. That's one thing, fun story for Stock the Shelf September that I did in August that I really, really enjoyed was I made bulk cookie dough like logs. You know, like the logs that you buy from the grocery store. Um, I did that with 3 different ones. I actually, before I got on here, I had a little cookie, so I have to wipe my mouth so that the crumbs aren't still there. But I wanna do that because it's so convenient, especially when you have family coming over, to cut off a piece, just like you would the log from the grocery store, cook it, bake it, however you wanna do it. So I'm gonna do a lot more of those in September, and I like to do a lot of dried cake mixes and vacuum seal it in the jar. Um, because that's easy to use, and all you have to do is like add water and eggs, just like a box one from the store, but you know the ingredients that are in it, if that makes sense. What other things that I do that I like to oh, eggnog. I've talked about it in multiple videos that I'm known as the eggnog person in my family. So I am able to freeze it, and it's like I freeze it in quart sizes. So then I defrost it, put it in a quart jar. You can add a beverage, or you don't have to add that. It's delicious with or without. Um, so I do a lot of that. Again, just to make life simpler and more convenient when the holidays come around, so that you're able to just enjoy time with your family, enjoy time with yourself. If that is how it is, enjoy time with your animals. So that is why I do all that I do in the months. And Stock the Shelf September is not going to be any different. I'm going to be on myself for filling up those final quart jars with meats and soups and leftovers so that dinners are really convenient over the winter. They're convenient, they're hearty, I know what's going in them. Um, and so, yeah, that is what I'm doing for Stock the Shelf September. And as I said in my video, I hope that you join in with me. If you do use this hashtag, tag my channel, Ormsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead, import it, and I'll add it into a playlist so that um, everyone can go back and kind of see all the different channels that are involved and the different recipes. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun doing Every Bit Counts challenge in August, and I'm hoping the Stock the Shelf September will be the same thing. But I also wanted to kind of chit chat about that I'm really excited because the podcast that I'm a part of, that I'm very blessed to be a part of, we're going into our 7th season. And our trailer came out today on that we're switching it up to not just Around the Hay Bale anymore. We are called Hay Bale and Friends, which we're doing more of like a morning show, talk show kind of feel to it. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Me and Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch and Ann from Andale's Homestead are going to have a different guest with us, different friend with us every single week. We're talking about some really cool topics. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really, really, really excited to be doing this. And let me tell you, the first 2 episodes that we're going to be shooting, I think tomorrow, um, are some really fun fall episodes. Now, the episodes don't come out until September 22nd, so stay tuned. But there are going to be some really fun topic, fall themed. And then we have 3 really big episodes. We have a Thanksgiving with Friends episode, which is an hour-long episode. We're going to be talking about turkey and last-minute side ideas. And that is with Carmen over at Jesus Loving Homesteader. Hey, Tamra. How are you, doll? I was on a video call with my granddaughter before she goes to bed. Oh, that's so sweet. And no need to apologize. Family is always first. I'm here. I'm just here running my yap like normal. You know how it is. I was talking about our 3 big episodes of Hay Bale and Friends that's coming up this year. We're really excited about. And the Thanksgiving one is with Carmen from Jesus Loving Homesteader. And then we're doing a Christmas with Jesse and Lisa. And of course, that's with Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. And then in New Year's, we're really excited because this is the first annual Hay Bale Awards. It's like it's gonna be like a full-blown award show on YouTube for homesteaders and homesteading channels under 100,000. Trying to look at my notes. Yes, under excuse me, under 100,000 subscribers. So that should be a lot of fun. We're just trying to let me tell you, none of us can be serious while we're shooting. It takes us forever and a day. Okay, so when we shoot our trailers, we usually the trailers are like a minute long, and it usually takes us like 20 minutes because none of us can be serious. And most of us are quote unquote old. I won't say old, but so we'll wear glasses and we're trying to see, read our scripts. They're usually right here. And so we're looking in between and stopping, and then we'll do this big personality. And now with AI, AI is kind of the one we type in a little bit and it creates this whole script for us. That is really good. But it's funny how one of them, what did one of them say? Oh, Casey, lean in, playful. And I'm like, I'm not leaning into a camera playful. That is weird. So who knows? AI just wants to see us act a fool. But yes, thank you. Our bloopers were funny because we don't take each other seriously and we just have way too much fun. is kind of how it is. And the funny thing is I try really hard, especially on our podcast, our lives, because it's nighttime. So I'm usually having an adult beverage while we're shooting it. So I try not to drink it while I'm on camera. But the AI video caught me. It caught me. It caught me having quenching my thirst at the very beginning. So I'm gonna quench my thirst again because nobody wants the dry throat. I'm just saying. It is for the most part. It's actually really funny to see what it creates for us. But I'm like, it saves me a bunch of time not having to type anything out. And in the first couple of seasons of Brown the Hay Bale, I'm talking like season 1, 2, and 3, I was the one that wrote out the scripts. And anybody that knows me personally knows that me and spelling are not good, or grammar. Spelling, grammar, we're not friends. So it was always funny to see behind the scenes of those 3 seasons because they'd be like, Casey, what are you trying to say here? Could you kind of explain it to us? We're not understanding. So, anyways, now that we're in later seasons and we actually have people that help us do our podcast, and we use AI now because this Casey is way too busy to be doing everything. Um, so I'll give that to AI. They help us with editing and all that kind of stuff. Tamara, before you came in, I was talking about the stock the shelf September. I was saying I actually sat down tonight and I was like super excited because I was real involved during the Every Bit Counts challenge. And I was like, I have way too much momentum not to keep on going during September. And I think I counted beginning, I wish I would have written it down. I think it was like 34 quart jars, regular mouth quart jars left after canning. And I'm like, I need to do something with them. So that's why I decided to do Stock It Up September. When I tell you, I am so excited because I want to try a little bit more of your mac and cheese and doing it because I felt my first batch was user error because I think I filled them up a little too tall, a little too full. Um, and I should have known because I'm not a beginner canner. But I should have known that what it does is it bubbles and it bubbles out, and the higher you have it, and all that kind of stuff. So I think I want to try it one more time to do the mac and cheese, even though I have 3 quarts that sealed out of the 4 that I did. The fourth one that did not seal, I had some that night and I froze half of it. So I really want to try that because mac and cheese is a big go-to over the winter. Rice over the summer is a big go-to, and that's why I do a lot of bulk and freezing. But the mac and cheese, I'm trying to tell you, it is so good. I was shocked. And I was also shocked that I didn't get as many hateful comments as I thought I was going to. Because the canning police, they be on top of it. They don't be playing. And I didn't really get that much for this one. And I know it's a rebel canning method. I think I got more hateful comments on canning dried beans than I did mac and cheese. Ain't that something? Ooh, share that with me. I will say that I do have a recipe for baked beans. I like it. It's good. But if it tastes like bushes, I'm with it. Just saying. I mean, that's a good one to have, especially over the summer, to prep over the winter and then have the mac and cheese and baked beans. Because that's one thing that I was saying before is life on a homestead. I think a lot of people think homesteading, and it is sometimes, it's so peaceful. And of course, my light just died, y'all. So give me a second. I'll plug her back in because it is way too dark in this room. There we go. She's back. But I think it's so busy on the homestead that having certain things like the Bush's baked beans or the mac and cheese can really help out your dinner jam, whether it's winter, whether it's summer, spring, whatever it is, grill season, whatever. And see, here in Georgia, our temperatures don't get that cray cray to where we can still in November be grilling out on the grill some hot dogs and ribs and that kind of stuff. So it's good to have those things. Basically, long-winded story of saying that it's good to have them. I'll tell you another thing that I'm really excited about having, and that I've had them before, but that yellow cheese. Now, listen, I will know some people do comment on that, and I do have to delete their comments. I get it. That is probably the worst cheese ever, and it's probably not even real cheese, but I'm still alive. It cans good. It's yummy. I don't really know what else to say to you, Brenda. But I like to can just the cheese sauce, and then I make a homemade rotel, and then you can mix those together, and you can add in ground beef or ground sausage if you want to. It's good either way, especially during the football season. Add all of those together, quick add. You've done. See, this is why we're friends, Tamara, because both of us are rebel to the rebel, and I love beanie weenies. I don't know if most of the younger subscribers would even know what that is anymore. But I love me some beanie weenies. I'm just saying. And especially back when it was what was it? Was it baked beans with those little mini hot dogs? And we're talking like mini hot dogs like the Vienna sausages, size one. I think it was baked beans. I can't remember. Quenching my thirst again. Because it's about that time that I go and lock up the chickens, which the chickens are doing great. Let me tell you a funny story, and I'm gonna be doing a video on this coming up in the week. Is for anybody that's been following me for a while knows that I have collabed with Grubterra on their treats. And well, collabed with them, and then another company called Koo Grubs hit me up and were like, "Hey, we're better than Grubterra. Try out our stuff and let me know yourself." And I have to say that I really the chickens enjoy the Koo Grubs mealworms more. But Grubterra hit me back up and they're like, "We want you to do some more collabs with us." And I'm like, I'm already working with this company. They were like, "But hey, we got a coop refresher. Would you like to try it?" I'm like, "Yeah." So they sent me the coop refresher today. The package is like this big though. I'm like, "Have y'all seen my channel? Do y'all know how many chickens I have? We gonna make it work and we're gonna do a video." But that was little. I'm talking, and when you get, I'm giving way too much information away, especially as a collaborator influencer. But when you get your package that they send to you to try, there usually is a receipt in there, and you see that it's like it was such and such dollars, and then they voided it out to it was 00, the influencer discount. And I'm like, $18 for this? And that's awful because this may be the best stuff ever, and I don't know yet. So I'm really not trying to say too much because I just don't know how it's going to be yet. It could be wonderful, but stay tuned because I will see how this coop refresher is. Maybe great. I don't know. But y'all, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate everybody, especially if you're also watching on the replays. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, leave me a comment. I have been so blessed lately, and I truly thank it to you all that are watching. You too, Tamara. So thankful that my channel has gotten this little burst of subscribers and viewers, all thanks to the Every Bit Counts challenge. Y'all, I am so close to 7,000 subscribers. Literally, a couple months ago, I was at 2,000. I am humbled and grateful and give all thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this because it has been such a blessing for me to see all the new friends that I've gotten and get to know y'all. So I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate Tamara. I thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate y'all who are watching on the replay and leaving comments, even if it's nasty comments and I have to thumbs up and laugh at you. I still appreciate your comment because you're helping me rise. And that's a funny thing, but I don't think haters really know that if you leave comments, even mean comments, that helps the person's channel to grow. So I appreciate you. Love all of y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, y'all will come in tomorrow. Come on in and see us on our season finale of Hey Y'all Hey radio show. And y'all have a blessed Monday night. I'm gonna go put up chickens and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye everyone. See ya.